I'm not going to review the Apple Watch Ultra 2, and in this video I'm going to explain why. Welcome back to the channel, guys. I hope you're well, and if you're new to this channel, if you fancy giving it a subscribe and a like after you've watched this video and hopefully enjoyed it, please do. It helps me massively and means I can keep making these free videos. This video is slightly different because firstly I'm in the car, not in the studio, and secondly I'm just going to have a bit of a rant. So unless you were living under a rock yesterday, you'll know that we had the iPhone 15 event, which also included brand new Apple Watches. We have the Apple Watch Series 9 and the brand new Apple Watch Ultra 2. I was ready to buy the Apple Watch Ultra 2 to review on this channel. I do have to buy this stuff. I don't get sent review units, so I have to wait in line with everyone else. And I had budgeted for a brand new Apple Watch Ultra to get now and show you guys what it can do. But as I mentioned at the start of this video, I'm not doing that. I think it is worth setting the scene here because the Apple Watch Ultra is quite a big deal for this channel. I bought it when it was launched last year, I reviewed it, and immediately that video took off. As a content creator who wants to find really interesting tech that people either really like or don't like at all, and that is the thing about the Apple Watch Ultra, it is fairly polarizing. Either you want one or you'll tell me straight away that Garmin's are better. And yes, I am wearing a Garmin on my wrist, which I'll explain why later. Now, the rumors about the Apple Watch Ultra 2 did start surfacing a few months ago. They weren't particularly exciting. It was a case of, this is going to be an iterative update. It's not going to be anything massive, but what we're probably going to see is a new color, black hopefully, and perhaps new, better battery life, new watch faces, all the normal stuff really. So I didn't have big expectations basically, guys. I wasn't thinking this is going to be a massive update because it didn't need to be. So the big question is, what did we get yesterday? So if you haven't seen the event, let me give you a very quick recap on what the Apple Watch Ultra 2 has. The first thing is that it has the brand new S9 chip, which is Apple's latest chip for the Apple Watch. It goes into the Series 9 as well, and it's a relatively big step forward. It has lots of performance gains, and it also has this double tap feature where you can do this with your hand and do certain things on the watch. Now, the Apple Watch Ultra 2 doesn't have any major design changes on the outside. It's pretty much the exact same chassis, but they have made quite a big change to the display, which is now 50% brighter. It goes up to 3000 nits, and I'm fairly sure they said that is the brightest display Apple has ever put onto a product. There's also a new modular Ultra watch face, which fits more complications and glanceable information onto the watch than any other previous Apple Watch watch face, and that's pretty much it. They've not done anything else really of note to the Apple Watch Ultra 2. It is a very mild update. And no, there are no new colours either. Nothing. It's the exact same finish as before, which I don't mind. It still looks like a very handsome device, but there's no new colours. There's no black. I really wanted a black Apple Watch Ultra. So I did what I normally do. I asked my audience, I asked you guys, I went onto the community section of YouTube and said, look, do you want me to review the Apple Watch Ultra 2? And I think I had one response from someone saying yes, and every other reply was no. And thinking practically about this, if I did get the Apple Watch Ultra 2 into review, I genuinely don't know what I'd do with it. That display brightness, okay, it's 50% brighter. That's not something that you can test, really. And is it something that's really going to benefit most users of the Apple Watch Ultra? I still maintain that if you want a proper adventurer watch, you get a Garmin. That new chip, the S9, again, I can't really test that. I don't do benchmarks. I don't think anyone does benchmarks of smartwatches. And the double tap thing is an interesting, evolution in terms of interacting with your watch, but I can't make a video about that. And as daft as it sounds, the lack of a new colour makes it even less desirable to review because people do like that kind of thing, including me. But my biggest gripe is the fact that they have done nothing with the battery life. So even with that brand new S9 chip, which normally, when Apple releases a new chip, there are performance gains and efficiency gains. So you get a faster performing device and a device that sips battery just a little bit more conveniently. They haven't even done that with the S9. The Apple Watch Ultra 2 gets the same 36 hours of battery life as the original one and the same 72 hours of battery life with power saving turned on. And in my experience of having created an awful lot of content about the Apple Watch Ultra, the main thing that people are interested in is the battery life. So I don't even have anything to go on with that with the new version. It's the exact same battery performance. There is some good news with all of this stuff though, not so much for Apple, but definitely for you guys. If you're thinking about buying an Apple Watch Ultra, and I know that a lot of people have been on the fence about this, apart from the battery life thing, the one question I get all the time from people is, should I really spend £850 on this? And my answer to that has always been yes, if you really want it, if you have that budget, and if you've gone to an Apple store to try it on your wrist, because it is a very big watch. And also, if you're not looking for something which is Garmin-like in terms of battery life and endurance. Now, however, with the Apple Watch Ultra 2 coming, the Apple Watch Ultra 1 will become more affordable. And because these two are so similar, I cannot recommend the Apple Watch Ultra 2. If you've been wanting an Apple Watch Ultra for a little while now, we are fast approaching the best possible time to buy one. I wouldn't do it just yet. I'd wait until the Apple Watch Ultra 2 comes onto the market, give it a couple of weeks, give it a couple of months if you're not in too much of a rush, and then check the refurb store, look on the second-hand market, because I think the Apple Watch Ultra first generation is going to turn into a bit of a bargain. The Apple Watch Ultra 2 isn't built for people to upgrade from the Apple Watch Ultra 1, because Apple knows, as we all do, that these watches, particularly not this one, the one that is in my drawer at home, they do last a long time. The Apple Watch Ultra 2 news yesterday was bad news for people like myself, because I want to review something new and fresh and exciting, but it's very good news for people who want to buy that watch, because you don't have to. You just need to buy the previous generation, which will come down in price. As I keep alluding to in this video, I'm currently wearing a Garmin Epix Pro. This is my second experience of a Garmin watch. I reviewed the Fenix 7 Pro a few weeks ago, and that was a very popular video. So for that reason, I'm going to review this one, and I'm going to pit it against the Apple Watch, either the 1 or 2. It doesn't really make any difference, but I will be taking this on another hike fairly soon. So again, if you haven't subscribed to this channel and you fancy checking out my review of the Epix Pro and further thoughts about the Apple Watch over the next few weeks, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'd love to know what you thought about the Apple event yesterday, guys, so get involved in the comments below. And if you've still got some time and you want to see that review of the Fenix 7 Pro from Garmin, keep watching for a link to that video.